You are warmly welcome to this morning's edition of the Junior Science and Maths Quiz. As you know, this quiz is proudly organized by Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology in partnership with Eridec Ghana Limited and Ghana Education Service. So the aim of the quiz is to enhance the knowledge and understanding of basic principles underlying science, ICT, and mathematics. I'll therefore take the opportunity to acknowledge the contribution of our Vice Chancellor, Professor Mrs. Rita Akosua-Dixon, and the Provost of the College of Science for ensuring that this contest ensues. To the Chair of the Planning Committee, Professor Preko, and the entire members of the committee, we say Ayuko. They have worked really hard and has been successful in bringing this contest thus far. This is the seventh contest in the quarterfinal stage. And this morning, as usual, we have 3 schools. This time, we will have only one school which comes out as the victor, moving to the next stage of the competition, which is the semi-final stage. The competition has become very keen. I will therefore urge all participating schools to do their best to qualify for the next stage of the competition. The head teachers and the teachers of the various schools, we say thank you. We appreciate all the efforts in training and preparing these young ones to participate in this competitive contest. Thank you all for the efforts. At this point, we would want to say that we have KNUST Basic School, and they were the winners of our first and initial contest, and so they have joined the participating schools that went through the preliminary. They are senior school, so they didn't go through the preliminary stage. We welcome our former winners. Let's see what happens today, okay? Now, we were also sponsored. We got sponsorships, and so we would want to acknowledge the sponsors that have supported this contest until now. Sponsorship is still open. We have the semifinals and the final stages, and we still invite persons and institutions who would be willing to sponsor to come forward. At this point, we will acknowledge GTP. GTP is always timeless. Coca-Cola says, open to better. Kingdom Books and Stationery is available for your stationery needs. Lux City is the main media house for the program. And when we say Lux City makes memories together. Dex Technology Limited, a new beginning for new engineers. Fairgreen, Intelligence Business Solutions. Mocha Looks makes your beauty come out very pure. Fonjo Images will always keep your memories alive. Promasido is in charge of quality food products. We also appreciate our media house, GH Ghana, your best experience, and Ultimate 106.9 FM. Ultimate, experience it. We thank you all for your support for bringing this contest thus far. Now, we are going to start our contest, and we would want to say that, as usual, we are going to have 4 rounds. We're going to have the fundamentals, which is the first round. We will have the fastest finger round. The science and technology challenge will follow. And then we have decoding the clues. So at the beginning of each round, instructions would be given. We will begin with the fundamentals, which is the round 1. This round consists of questions in the areas of biology, chemistry, physics, mathematics, and ICT. If a school answers a question correctly, the school scores 3 points. If the question is incorrectly answered, it becomes a bonus and it's available for the two schools to compete for. The score for a bonus is 1 point. And schools have 15 seconds to answer questions that do not require calculations and 40 seconds to answer questions that require calculations. A bonus question is open to the two schools to compete for by ringing the buzzer. Failing to press the buzzer before answering the bonus question nullifies your answer, and thus you score no points even if your answer is right. And schools are supposed to raise their hands and wait to be called before answering the question. Is that okay? Are you ready for a start?
Yes.
Okay, that is good. So we would start with question 1. And question 1 will go to Forces Basic School. In computing, what does GUI stand for? Yes, Precious.
Graphical User Interface.
That is correct for 3 points. St. Anne's International School. Give any Linux operating system originating from African country. Yes, Benjamin.
Windows.
It's not correct. It becomes a bonus. KNUST. Ubuntu. Ubuntu is the correct answer. Now, KNUST, your main question. Give any Linux-based operating system that is used on mobile phones. Yes, Alex?
Alex.
No? Let me take it as a bonus. Forces Basic.
Macintosh.
Macintosh? No? So you have been bailed out. Android is the answer I was expecting. Now, question 2. St. Anne's, your major question. What part of a desktop computer works with the video card to display text and images? Yes, Benjamin?
The CPU.
That is incorrect. Forces Basic?
The wallpaper or the screen.
I'll give it to you. That is the screen. KNUST JHS. What name is given to the parts of the computer that have a physical structure? Yes, Alex?
Hardware.
The hardware is correct. Forces Basic School, your major question. What is the name given to any set of instructions that tell a computer what to do and how to do it?
System software.
Okay, I'll give it to you. Software is the correct answer. Now, question 3. Question 3 is a preamble to all schools, so you should be attentive. So find X and Y in the following equations. The first question will go to KNUST. X minus Y equals 2. X plus Y equals 1. I'll take it again. X minus Y equals 2, and X plus Y equals 1. Find X and Y in the equation. Yes, Jeremy? That is incorrect, and you have been bailed out. Now, forces as a bonus. Yeah.
X is equal to 2y and y is equal to 0.
That is incorrect. St. Anne's. Benjamin.
Y is equal to -1 and X is equal to 2.
That is incorrect. So X would rather be equal to 1.5 or 3 over 2, and Y will be negative 0.5 or negative 1 over 2. Forces, your main question. Using the same preamble, find X and Y in the equation. 2x minus y equals to 3, and x plus y equals to 3. Yes, Nanaya.
X is equal to 3, and y is equal to 3 over 2.
That is incorrect. St. Anne's for bonus.
Y is equal to 3, X is equal to 0.
That is incorrect. You have been bailed out. X equals to 2 and y equals to 1. Now, St. Anne's, your main question. Using the same preamble, you're supposed to find x and y in the equation x plus 3y equals to 2, and y minus x equals to 4. Yes, Benjamin.
Y is equal to -3, and X is equal to 5.
That is incorrect. KNUST.
X is equal to 3.
Incorrect. Forces basic. Yes, Precious.
X is equal to 0 and y is equal to 1.
That is also incorrect. I see. So the correct answer is S is equal to -5 over 2 or minus 2.5, and y is equal to 3 over 2 or 1.5. We'll move on to question 4. Forces basic, your main question. What information does the atomic number of an element give us about an atom? Nanaya.
The atomic number gives the number of protons in the nucleus of the atom.
I'll give it to you. St. Anne's International, your main question. If the atomic number of an element is 13 and its mass number is 27, what are the correct combinations of protons, neutrons, and electrons in this element? Yes, Benjamin.
Protons is 13, neutrons is 14, and electrons is 13.
Correct for 3 points. KNUST JHS. An element has 56 protons, 81 neutrons, 56 electrons. What is the mass number? Yes, Alex.
Mass number is 137.
Correct for 3 points. Question 7, St. Anne's, your main question. AU is the symbol for the element that is known as Yes, Benjamin.
Aluminium.
That is incorrect. KNUST?
Gold.
Gold is the correct answer. Now, KNUST, your main question. Mg is the symbol given to an element known as, Alex?
Magnesium.
Magnesium is the correct answer. Forces Basic School. K is the symbol for the element known as, Precious?
Potassium.
Potassium is the correct answer. Now, question 6 is a preamble, and so all schools should pay attention. You are going to state whether a statement I would give is true or false. I'll start with KNUST Basic School. A webcam is an output device. True or false? Alex?
False.
False is the correct answer. False's Basic School. A 3D printer is an output device. True or false?
True.
True is correct. St. Anne's International School. A document scanner is an output device. True or false?
It's false.
It's false. Okay, I'll give it to you. Question 7, we will continue whether the statement is true or false. And I'll start with the Forces Basic School. A virus is a type of cell. True or false? Nanaya?
True.
That is incorrect. So it is false. St. Anne's International School, your question. Ribosomes are found in plant cells but not in animal cells. True or false? Benjamin?
False.
False is correct. KNUST Basic. In a cell with high energy apparatus, we have Golgi apparatus being in large numbers. True or false? In a cell with high energy requirements, you have Golgi apparatus in higher numbers. True or false? Yes, Jeremy. It is not true. It's not true. Question 8. St. Anne's International School. Nitrogen gas does not remain unchanged in both inspiration and expiration. Benjamin?
It's true.
It is not true. Now, KNUST Basic. The diaphragm assumes a dome shape when it relaxes. True or false? Yes, Alex?
False.
It is true. Question 9 is a preamble to all schools. Chlorosis is a condition in which leaves produce insufficient chlorophyll. KNUST, your question. You have to indicate whether the statement I'm going to give is true or false. Chlorosis in plants can be reduced by applying nitrogen and iron. Is it true or false? Yes, Alex? That is not correct. False is basic. Chlorosis in plants can be increased in transpiration. True or false? Nanayo?
False.
That is not correct. St. Anne's International, plants which is rich in nitrogen and magnesium stores have less chances of chlorosis. Benjamin?
It's true.
That is not correct. Question 10. False is basic. Dietary deficiency of vitamin B12 can cause anemia. True or false? Precious?
True.
True is correct. St. Anne's International School. Anemia is caused by iron deficiency and excessive loss of blood only. True or false? Benjamin?
False.
False is correct. KNUST JHS. Dietary deficiency of folates can cause anemia. True or false? But Jeremy? That is incorrect. And this brings us to the end of round 1. Okay, so KNUST Basic School, St. Anne's Anglican International School, Forces Basic School are the contestants for this afternoon. And after round 1, we have St. Anne's Anglican International School having 12 points. KNUST Basic School had 14 points. And Forces Basic School had 19 points.
Ankuma. Hey, who fit too much?
Oh, Chaisa.
No one too many so Jamaica GTP.
I know.
Joro. Hey, with the move. No beauty in so faded.
Me that say. So when him say GTP there, and one of me this 40. Now your design is not so there. And you're endless. I mean, in Chemuda.
In Chemuda.
Clemento.
Yes.
You know I really like you.
Okay.
But that's your fabric. It doesn't look genuine.
Oh no, your design, GTP design.
GTP put the printed colors be sale. Share. When buying GTP, always check the design number on the label. The same number is printed on the selvage.
I'm a Philippa. Because one I believe you. We are too much. We are genuine.
That's it.
Yeah, we do a term movie. What? The 7 circles of Alapeque. Jack, shine your eye.
GTP is available in various shops, open market and online at www.buygtp.com.
GTP, timeless.
My first picnic, yay!
Got the breakfast?
Check.
Good!
And the baby has an umbrella.
Check.
Good!
Get the baby bowl and spoon.
Good!
Got it.
I love my daddy.
Yumvita?
Yes, what about my Yumvita?
Yes, all the flavors: wheat, rice, and maize and wheat.
Yay! What about me? Oh, you see your life.
Yumvita, enriched with Nutri-V, contains all the essential vitamins and minerals to help you grow big and strong. Yumvita, a delicious way to grow.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
This is the fastest finger round. You have to be very attentive and smart. This round, we are going to ask one question, and contestants will compete to answer. Each question will carry 4 points. When a contestant is ready to answer, they should press the buzzer before they attempt to answer. Answering before pressing the buzzer will disqualify the school from answering the question. And after the buzzer is pressed, then the contestant will have just 3 seconds to answer. If the answer given is wrong, the 2 remaining schools will get to compete to answer. A wrong answer in this round attracts a penalty of 1 point. Best wishes to all schools, and we will begin round 2. Question 1 in round 2. The vast distance between stars in space are measured in KNUST?
Light years.
That is correct for 4 points. Question 2. A spot was made on a white paper when a given food substance was placed on it. KNUST?
Fat and oil.
That is correct. Question 3. What is the name of the darkest part of the shadow formed forces?
Umbra.
Umbra is the correct answer. Now this is calculation, so get ready with your pens. You are to simplify 81x raised to the power 8 over 9x raised to the power 3. Forces. Nana yao.
9x raised to the power 5.
That is correct for 4 points. Question 4. No, that is question 5. What part of the seed grows to become the shoot? Forces?
Plumo.
Plumo is the correct answer. Question 6. When a transistor is used to increase the strength of a signal, this process is known as St. Anne's.
Amplification.
Amplifier is correct. Amplification is acceptable. You get 4 marks for that. Question 7. Make U the subject of the equation. 1 over F equals to 1 over U plus 1 over V. KNUST?
F is equal to U plus V divided by UV.
That is incorrect. Forces?
U is equal to U is equal to F20 minus F20.
You've been bailed out, St. Anne's.
U is equal to F over V minus F.
That is correct. Number 8. What is the name given to the main artery in the neck? Forces?
Iota.
That is incorrect. Out. St. Anne's.
Main artery. Pulmonary artery.
Come again?
Pulmonary artery.
That is not correct. I could finish the statement. I was not done, so if you allow me, I would. What is the name given to the main artery in the neck of humans that supplies blood to the head? Now we have only KNUST in the contest. Okay, so you have been bailed out, and the answer is carotid artery. Carotid artery. Question 9. Find the next prime number after 173. KNUST?
179.
179 is the correct answer. Question 10. Find the scale of a map if a distance of 15 kilometers is represented by 3 centimeters on the map. KNUST?
1 is to 500,000.
That is correct for 4 points. This brings us to the end of round 2. So at the end of round 2, we have St. Anne's Anglican International School scoring 7 points. They have done well. Fortis Basic School had 10 points. And KNUST Basic School accrued 14 points.
I'm at the station. Please, can you give me the direction?
Oh, ask anyone.
Okay, madam.
Madam Punchy Peach.
Yes, so far you go Punchy Peach. A Coso Road. Now, where is number 4 and Numde Avenue?
Oh, number 4 Numde Avenue. What they call? Front right, sharp left. Miss anyone by the roadside.
Thank you. Hello, please direct me to number 4 Numde Avenue.
Numde. See, go sir. Then you curve. You will see some people there, then you ask them. But anyway, I can drop you.
No, thanks. One fire you go Punchy Peach and give me direction to number 4 Numde Avenue.
Go sir. Thank you.
Please, can you direct me to number 24 Numde Avenue? Go, sir.
Keep going with the goodness of the new Fanny Yogo Punchy Peach. So cool, so good. This advert is FDA approved.
I can take you there. I'm not doing anything.
Proceed to round 3, which is the Science and Technology Challenge. Within this challenge, we have one question given to the competing schools. And the question in this round will require that the contestants will perform a task. And this task will then be assessed. A score of 10 points will be awarded, and contestants will be given up to 8 minutes to perform the task that is given them. So today, our task for the Science and Technology Challenge is to demonstrate basic electricity. So you are supposed to connect the motor, the 9-volt battery, and the diode in series with the key, which is K. And then you are supposed to close the circuit. So you are supposed to connect it as indicated. That is the first part that you have to do. If you finish the connection, draw my attention. When you finish, then you are supposed to do another connection. You do what you have done, but you are supposed to connect the diode in opposite direction. And then you close the circuit. Start work now. We have come to the end of round 3, and what we had to do in round 3 was to demonstrate basic electricity and also assess our understanding of operation of diodes. So we have to understand the operation of diodes and how to connect them properly or how to bias them. So we expect that we do a connection, and when the connection is forward bias, there should be, it should conduct energy, but when we have it in the reverse, it should not conduct. So at this point, the students were supposed to do the connection, and the first connection they do is supposed to rotate the motor. So you should see that the motor is rotating, and when they do the reverse connection, the motor should not rotate. So that is what we expected, and the 3 schools seated here can even judge themselves whether they were able to do that or not. So the first connection was supposed to be a forward bias where we have the motor rotating, and then another connection of a reverse bias where the motor will not rotate. And then we have some few questions that they had to answer. So let me start with KNUST. So for question 1, what happened to the motor? The motor started spinning, and that was correct, and I also observed that there was movement of the motor, and so I would give them 2 marks for that. The second question was for them to state energy conversion process in the circuit, and I expect them to state that the energy would be converted from chemical energy through electrical energy kinetic energy, and then heat energy. So KNUST was able to tell me that chemical energy would be converted to electrical energy and kinetic energy. I have 1.5 marks for that. They were not able to proceed to tell me that it will generate heat, and so I would give them 1 mark. The third question was, in what mode is the diode connected? I expected a forward bias mode, which they indicated. That is 1 mark, and so I would assign 1 mark for that. When they had to do the connection of the diode in the opposite direction, they did it perfectly well. I observed that, and the motor was not moving, and that is what they have indicated. That attracts 2 marks, and so I would give them 2 marks. They are supposed to state the conversion of energy, and here I expect them to state that chemical energy will be converted to electrical energy, and then potential energy and heat energy. They were able to mention chemical energy and electrical energy. I would give them 1 mark. And then the last question was the mode of diode connection. I expected a reverse bias, and they also indicated a bias was reverse. That attracted 1 mark. Why does the direction of the diode matter? It matters because diodes only allow current to flow in 1 direction. And they told me that the direction of the diode matters because when it is in the right direction, that's the forward bias, current flow, but when it's facing the wrong direction, the current is blocked. Forces basic. What happens to the motor? The circuit was closed, and so electricity passed through and the motor wound. And that is correct for 2 points. I would give it to them. The second question was the energy conversion, and they indicated that it is from chemical energy through electrical energy, kinetic energy, and heat energy. I would give them the full mark of 1.5. Which mode was that? In what mode is the diode connected? It's series. I expected a forward bias, which was not indicated, so they lose marks for that. Now, we are supposed to connect it in the opposite direction, and they did the connection, and they are saying that it didn't wind because it did not get current. So you will agree with me that that is not the answer. I observed that the first one they did, there was a wind, and so the second one is not a wind. I'll give it to them. State the energy conversion. The energy is converted from chemical energy, electrical energy, potential, and heat. They mentioned chemical and electrical. I'll give them 1 mark. And then, in what mode is the diode connected? I expected a reverse bias, but they said parallel. So I will not give marks for that. Why does the direction of the diode matter? They said it's because it allows the current to flow in 1 direction, which is correct. So, forces basic earns 8.5 out of 10 marks. St. Anne's International. The first question, what happens to the motor? The motor starts turning, because of the electric current. The motor did not turn with St. Anne's. So we have St. Anne's, St. Anne's. The motor was done correctly. It started turning because of the current energy, and I touched the motor and it was turning. So I would give them 2 marks. And the energy conversion is chemical energy to electrical energy, and then kinetic energy. Heat energy was not indicated, and so I would give 1 mark. The mode of diode connection, it is connected in the opposite and positive direction. That is incorrect, so you lose marks for that. And then when you have to connect in the opposite direction, the motor moved again. At this point, we did not expect the motor to move, but your motor moved. So that was not correctly done. And then you state the energy conversion. So as indicated, we did not get the experiment right from there, so we would not proceed to the subsequent questions. So St. Anne's would score 3 out of 10 for that round. We will take the marks for round 3. So at the end of round 3, we have St. Anne's Anglican International School scoring 3 points. Forces Basic School scored 4 points. And KNUST Basic School scored 9 points. Now we are in the 4th and the final round of the competition. That is decoding the clues. This is the riddles round. The question will be read out as a series of clues. If the question is answered on the first clue, the school scores 6 points. If answered correctly on the second clue, the points are 5. On the third clue is 4 points, and on the 4th and subsequent clues, you get 3 points. Contestants are to press the buzzer before attempting to answer the question. Failure to press the buzzer before answering disqualifies you from the question and nullifies your answer, even if you get it correct. So we will start with our first riddle. Riddle 1. You cannot have unity without me. I fear nothing because it doesn't make any difference in my work. Forces.
1.
That is incorrect. You cannot join or combine entities without me. I am neither a force nor an adhesive, but an operation. You will need me as your best friend if you have to win this contest. I am flexible because I am cumulative. KNUST.
Addition.
Addition is the correct answer, and he gets it on the 6th clue, and he earns 3 points for that. Riddle 2. In my purest form, I am a pale blue liquid, slightly more viscous than water. I am used as an oxidizer, bleaching agent, and forces. Yes, sir.
Chlorine.
Chlorine is not correct. You may mistake me for water if you do not look at my structure carefully. I decompose slowly when exposed to light and rapidly in the presence of organic or reactive compounds. My concentrated decomposes explosively when heated and has been used as a propellant in rocketry. If you have used a mouthwash today, chances are that KNUST
hydrogen peroxide.
Hydrogen peroxide for 3 points. Number 3. Even though I can be found in several living organisms, I am mostly known to be associated with humans. You'll be surprised to know that I am present in the human hair and fossils. Yes.
Protein.
Protein is not the answer. You will be surprised to know that I am present in the human hair and manifest as pigmented tissue, underlying the iris of the human eye. St. Anne's?
Keratin.
That is not correct. I come from the Greek word melas, which means black duck. I am produced through multi-stage chemical process known as melanogenesis. KNUST.
Melanin.
Melanin is the correct answer. Number 4. I detect two-dimensional motion relative to the surface. I was first outdoored in 1968. I manifest as both living and non-living. I admit that I am a thief, but don't understand why people trust other thieves to arrest me. Hate or love me, I will come to mind when they turn on your computer. Forces?
Mouse.
That is correct. On the 5th clue. Now we have our 5th and final clue to decode. I am a passive electronic component with 2 terminals. St. Anne's?
Diode.
That is not correct. Forces?
Capacitor.
That is not correct. I store electrical energy. Don't get me wrong. I am not a battery. I am popularly known as choke or reactor. I oppose any change in current through me. KNUST?
Resistor.
That is not correct. So we have come to the end of round 4. This is a competition, and so we would definitely expect a winner. Even if you all got the same marks, we will still expect a winner. So if you do not win, it does not mean you do not do well. You all do so well. I am just going to announce numbers, and unfortunately, the numbers will decide whether one moves to the next stage of the competition or not. Otherwise, you are all really, really good. The fourth round, St. Anne's did not have any mark from the riddles. Forces Basic School had 3 points. And KNUST Basic School had 9 points. Okay, so now we would announce the scores for the entire contest. I will start once again with St. Anne's Anglican International School, and they accrued a total of 22 points. Forces Basic School accrued a total of 36 points. And KNUST Basic School, the champion for our first edition of the contest, generated a total of 46 points. So ladies and gentlemen, we have KNUST Basic School as the winner of this contest, and they are proceeding to the semi-final stage of the contest. That is very wonderful. Congratulations, KNUST Basic School.